Hi, my name is Aiden, and today I'm going to tell you all about the causes of tornadoes. Tornadoes are huge, violent, twisting winds that can spin up to more than 300 miles per hour, which is an EF5 tornado. A tornado appears because when the two air masses, the warm and the colder, meet, they create an instability in the planet or atmosphere. This creates a chain reaction for the other conditions for a tornado. For example, the conditions are in the picture. The conditions for tornado are extremely rare, but in Tornado Alley, tornadoes happen between 5 to 9 times because Tornado Alley has an ideal environment for the formation of severe thunderstorms. In conclusion, tornadoes are pretty rare but happen 1,000 times a year. I hope you enjoyed this presentation, and most importantly, I hope you learned something about the causes of tornadoes. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Anya. I have been studying tornadoes. Today I'm going to talk about the measurement and safety of tornadoes. A tornado is a powerful spiral of air that is touching both the ground and the storm cloud. Scientists invented a scale that rates a tornado's deadliness. It's called the EF scale, short for Enhanced Fujita scale. The least deadly tornadoes are EFOs. Over half of all tornadoes are EFOs. The most destructive tornadoes are EF4s and EF5s. Luckily, very few tornadoes are that dangerous. When an EF4 or EF5 tornado happens, cars fly through the air and homes are destroyed. If a tornado happens, there are a few places to stay safe. It's best to choose an underground place with no windows. If you're in a building, you better just sit in a hallway or in a place with no windows. In conclusion, remember that although tornadoes mostly happen in certain areas, they can appear suddenly in many places. If a tornado happens, be prepared and stay safe.
My name is Isaac, and this is my Tornado Ignite about important plus events. This will cover tornadoes that were important and had an impact, or events that happened during tornadoes. If you want any other information, then my teammates have them. First, let's talk about important tornadoes. The El Reno tornado. This tornado was the biggest tornado in history. It happened in Oklahoma on May 13th, 2013. Next is the Tri-State tornado. To my research, this is the most deadly tornado of all time, with 1,000 people killed and 3,000 injured if you round it up, because no one really knows exact. Next, let's talk about events that happen during tornadoes. If you're watching TV, then there will be a tornado warning that your TV immediately goes to, a warning on your phone, or you can hear tornado sirens. If you hear any, go to a basement or a room with no windows. In conclusion, tornadoes can be massive and deadly. Stay safe.
Hurricane causes lots of dangerous stuff like floods, big winds, and heavy stuff flying around and might crush your house and you will get hurt. And if you're not in a shelter and there is so much stuff flying around the hotel and there is lots and lots of glass around, you will get hurt badly. And if you're in a safe shelter, you are safe and won't get hurt badly. Okay. And when the hurricane stopped, you can come out and you have to clean up the glass. If there is another hurricane, go back to your shelter. When the hurricane stopped, clean up the glass again and get a fixer glass to fix your glass, and then you are safe. Remember, always go into your shelter to keep safe from a hurricane.
Hi, my name is Sammy, and I study the effects of hurricanes. Hurricanes are strong, rapid storms that can do lots of damage to both people's property and wildlife. They are fueled by low-pressure, strong winds, spiral thunderstorms that produce lots of rain. When a hurricane happens, it causes something called a storm surge. A storm surge is when water levels reach 20 to 30 feet above sea level. This can flood houses and kill many animals and destroy lots of forests. When a hurricane happens, it causes really high winds, knocking down trees, power lines, and even telephone poles. This can break through windows and sometimes even make houses and rip houses off the ground. Hurricanes are one of the strongest natural disasters in the whole entire world. They can kill 10,000 people each year. And pollution makes them much worse, like most natural disasters. I hope you learned a lot about the dangers of hurricanes, and if you're ever in one, make sure to take these precautions. And if you're more interested in hurricanes, the rest of the people in my group will tell you more about how to stay safe from a hurricane and how they measure it.
Hello, my name is Arnaud Belchetti, and today I'm going to be talking about hurricane safety. Staying safe during a hurricane is very important so you know what to do. Hurricanes are a kind of natural disaster, and staying safe is the right thing to do. Ways to stay safe during a hurricane is by putting boards on your windows. If you put boards on your windows, then the boards will block the hurricane from coming. Having a disaster plan is a good idea so you know what to do. And if a hurricane comes to you, but if you didn't plan before a hurricane, then it would have been too late to prepare and you might get sucked in. Here's a house boarded up with windows. Something which you should never do during a hurricane is go out. If you go out, then you might drown or die. So never, ever go out during a hurricane. And here's a picture of someone going outside during a hurricane. Something to do when a hurricane happens is by evacuating. Don't waste time. Evacuate your state and go to another area. Put plastic on important things so they won't get drenched or destroyed by the hurricane. Using sandbag barriers is a good idea. They are used as barriers so they can block the hurricane from coming into your house. And finally, something which is very important is you must always prepare for hurricane season. Ways to prepare for hurricane season is by making a plan, creating a go bag, knowing your wind guidance, recognize warnings and alerts, and stay safe. In conclusion, these are some ways to stay safe. And remember, if a hurricane comes to your area, always follow the simple safety rules. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jake, and I studied hurricane levels. Hurricanes are tropical storms when they get super strong winds. The wind and storm surge are measured on a scale from 1 to 5. And this slideshow is about that. Category 1 has wind speeds from 74 to 95 miles per hour. It can destroy small trees and crack windows. It has dangerous winds and a storm surge from 4 to 5 feet. Category 2 has wind speeds from 96 to 110 miles per hour. It can cause power loss with super dangerous winds and lots of damage. It has a storm surge from 6 to 8 feet. Category 3 has wind speeds from 111 to 129 miles per hour. It can cause lots of damage with no water or electricity. Fallen trees could be blocking roads with a storm surge from 9 to 12 feet. Category 4 has wind speeds from 130 to 156 miles per hour. It causes lots of damage and this place can't be inhabited for weeks with power loss for weeks. The storm surge is 13 to 18 feet. Oops. Wait. Okay. Category 5 has wind speeds from 157 to 157 miles per hour or higher. Power outages will last 2 weeks to possibly months. Most of the area will be uninhabitable for weeks or months with a storm surge of 18 plus feet. And that's it. So be careful when there's a hurricane and stay safe. And make sure what level the hurricane is before it happens.
Hi, my name is Chloe, and I studied the effects of tsunamis. Tsunamis are very rapid and strong waves that can cause lots of damage. They take away many things from people's lives, including family, food, their homes, even your whole town. Here are some examples on the effects of a tsunami. A tsunami can destroy buildings and transportation. They can take away people's lives. They can push ships and boats far on land. Cars and trucks could get picked up into the tsunami and get pushed with it. Tsunamis can push down telephone lines, power lines, and bridges. Tsunamis affect people's lives. People will become homeless with nothing to eat or drink. Tsunamis can interfere with sewage and drinking water. With all the water on the ground, people can get diseases from it, or from the mosquitoes that will be attracted to it. Tsunamis affect the water and pollution. Trash on land will get pulled into the water and hurt marine animals. Not only will the trash hurt marine animals, but it will pollute the water and make it dirty. Did you know that tsunamis can cause destruction to coastal regions thousands of miles away from where the earthquake caused it? The photo above is a before and after photo of a tsunami. As you can see, the tsunami caused a lot of damage. Overall, the effects of a tsunami are drastic and are tragic. By what you have seen today, I'm 100% sure you wouldn't want to have a tsunami occur in your town.
Hello, listen, I'm going to tell you about tsunamis. Tsunamis are dangerous, and tsunamis come in all the shapes and sizes. We try to prevent and make safety rules that make everyone safe from a tsunami. If you are in a tsunami area and there's an official warning of tsunami, then move immediately to a safe place as high and as far inland as possible. Move immediately if you're told to do so. Evacuation routes are marked by a wave in an arrow in the direction of higher ground. Be aware of the risk of electrocution. Underground or underground power lines can electrically charge water. If you're experiencing a medical emergency, call 911 and let the operator know. If possible, put on a mask. I hope you learned about the safety of tsunamis. Be safe from tsunamis and be especially careful if you're in a tsunami area. Even if you're not in a tsunami area, tsunamis can still happen. Be safe.
Hi, my name is Fan Fan, and today I will tell you about important tsunamis. Tsunamis are big waves that destroy many things. For as long as people has researched, there were tsunamis. Here are the 3 most important. The biggest tsunami was in Alaska. It was 1,720 feet tall, destroyed many things, but it only killed 5 people. The deadliest tsunami was in India. It was located in the Indian Ocean, killed more than 2,300 people, and both of those big tsunamis were caused by earthquakes. The most long ago recorded tsunami was 4,000 years ago, but before those people has recorded, there were tsunamis. I hope that this was a good guide for you, and my group mates will tell you more about tsunamis.